guys, welcome to Critical Care Connection. It's Larry. I thought today we might change it up and do something a little bit more fun. So I thought, well, I've had a lot of issues and a lot of things that have happened to me in my nursing career that I look back on and I'm like, wow, I can't believe that happened. Like some of the craziest stories you'll ever hear about, never believe. And I thought, well, maybe it would be cool just to tell some stories and see what you guys think. And if you have some, share your stories with us too. So I'll take it back 10-ish years, 11 years, whatever it is, back to the beginning of my nursing career. I just graduated from LPN school. I went to work in the emergency room. I thought, well, I'm going to get well-rounded experience here. It's going to be great. And it was great. And I had good teachers there. I learned a lot, did a lot. But something that I remember vividly happening to me, I was still in orientation. I'm still learning the workflow of everything. And my preceptor, she says, all right, you go in, you see this patient, and you work through your things, and then you just let me know what you need. So I go in, I had glass door, so I slid the little glass door open and went in. And I'm introducing myself, and I'm speaking, and there's just this single little woman laying on her stretcher. She didn't acknowledge me. She didn't do anything. She's just laying there like she'd been taking a nap for 3 years. And I kept trying to kind of prompt her, and as I would go up to her and talk to her, kind of rub her on the shoulder, and she would just kind of groan at me, and she was super lethargic. And I don't, for the life of me, remember what exactly her main complaint was. But anyways, I'm working through my stuff, and I get some orders from the physician. So I want to be on top of it. So I run, and I go get my medicines, and I do that. So when I come back, I'm sitting there, and I'm getting ready to administer my medications, and I'm going through them, and I'm checking them 10 times over. I want to make sure I got everything just right. It's all laid out there. It's beautiful. So being a good new nurse, I'm telling her, even though she's not listening to me, I'm telling her what I'm doing, and I'm giving her her medicines. So along the way, we've got this IV Decadron dose that's due. No big deal. She already got her IV, all this. So, and this is probably the first time I've ever given IV Decadron. So I give it, I draw it up, get ready to give it to her, and I'm standing there, and I'm just kind of pushing the medicine in. And then all of a sudden, like, out of nowhere, this woman, she sits up in the bed. She looks at me for about half a second before she just starts screaming to the top of her lungs. She's just in there, what have you done? What have you done to me? And of course, at this time, I'm mortified. I'm standing there like, what? Only to be magnified by the fact now there's people that have kind of gathered outside this glass door, and she looks at me and she screams, my crotch is on fire. What did you do? And I could have died inside, shriveled up, went back inside like an 85-year-old man's pecker in the winter. Inside, gone. These people, I turned around, and they're all chuckling and laughing. I was not laughing. I was mortified. I was ready to quit nursing right out the gate. And I get through about the next 10 seconds of my life, which felt like a year. This woman falls back over, right back into her deep sleep, like she was never even awake. And I look back, and I could see my preceptor standing there. And she's laughing and giggling along with the other 25 other people that are there. And this felt like some kind of hazing activity. And I stepped to the door, and she's like, just so you know, next time, make sure you kind of dilute your Decadron and you give it real slow. She said, when you get some time, go back and look at Decadron and look through some of the side effects. And that was all she said. And I said, well, what am I missing here? And I get all my stuff finished up, and I go back out, and of course, I go to my little MAR, and I look, and there it was, right there in the side effects. Scalp and genital burning. Yep, it's right there. In my defense, who reads all 8 million side effects before they give it? Who the hell would have ever thought that genital burning was even a side effect? Well, it did happen to me. So that's just one of many stories that kind of linger in my mind. I think you guys should know that because you're going to have this happen to you in your nursing career. And one day you'll look back and say, man, this was one of the funniest things you've ever experienced in your life. It's not very funny at the time, but these are just some of the real world nursing things that you're going to have happen to you. So I appreciate you guys coming out. Stay tuned. We've got an AFib heart series coming up in the next day or two, so be on the lookout for that. And otherwise, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.